That's a great question. And I think what's funny that whether you have a corporate job, a salary job, you're in a relationship, you want to be in a relationship, no matter what you're doing in life, believe it or not, you're in sales at all times. You're either being sold something or you're trying to sell something to somebody. Well, what do you mean by that, Rob? Well, listen, I mean, you may have a salary job, and at the end of the year, you're going to want to renegotiate your contract, or at the end of the contract to explain to the owner, the boss, why you're going to influence them on why you should get more money, right? That's you're selling something. That's part of your DNA. During that time, every single day, someone's trying to sell you something, whether it's a new car, whether it's a new phone, whether it's a new product of an investment or some other investment choice. Your kids are calling you every single day if you have kids about buying this video game, buying that video game. Your husband or wife are trying to, convince you to do something. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend. At all times, you live in a society from the day you take your first breath to the day you take your last breath that is riddled in sales. The question is, how do you do sales with integrity? So this is where, once you understand that sales is a spiritual game, and once you understand that sales is what makes the world go round, right? What'll begin to happen is you could put yourself in a position to understand integrity-based human influence. And what does that mean? Well, I think of my man, Sean Callaghy. He created this corporate sales training company. It's called Unblinded. And his sales methodology is how to, with integrity, got to have it in your heart, build rapport at the highest level so you could then disrupt the pattern. And meaning, you're if you have a product that you want to sell and in your heart this is the right product or service, and there's no question about it, you are deep-centered, heart-centered. In that scenario, Tony Robbins talks about this as well. Once you disrupt the pattern, you could create the opening of the listening, which allows you to talk about what you could offer. Now, whatever you offer, the person may say yes or no, but if you do it with integrity, even if they don't buy yet, notice I didn't say even if they said no. Watch the language. Even if they don't buy yet, because the rapport is at a high level, that relationship is available in the future, because Og Mandino said it best, moods change every single day, all day, twice on Sunday. That's my spin. And if you understand the rules of sales, and if you understand the psychological stance that people take on a daily basis and how it's constantly moving and it's fluid, then you would be amazing in sales, and you'll understand that it's not sticky. It's actually the greatest thing in the world, next to, your family, your kids, and whatever means the most to you. So if you're a business owner, right, and you once were cold calling and you once were knocking on doors, so you obviously know how to train in that light. But at the end of the day, if you're the business owner now, I would think your next development of growth would be business development, right? How do you create new strategies and partnerships to create increased revenues on a daily basis, right? So I think that comes down to an effective use of influential communication. If you communicate with influence, with integrity, because remember, if I'm going to bring on Frankie, my nephew over here, as one of my business partners, I have to make sure that my word is born. Right? That's what they talked about in the 80s and 90s. I got to make sure that my actions are louder than my word, that I come in and I come correct with what I promised. That is business development. Now, you could be good at business development, but really bad with your word. And then what happens is your reputation gets out there. And when that happens, good, bad, or indifferent, the results will feel the same way. Listen, every time you watch TV in the news, it's a sale, right? Every time you're talking to somebody, if you have a therapist, it's a sale. If you have a doctor, in some ways, yes, there's, they're going to look and see if your bone is broken, but there's also a sale there. They don't work for free. So I think everybody is in sales. If you're asking me, would I like everyone to be in sales with integrity? The answer is yes. For example, when people have people buy Bitcoin or cryptocurrency and they take all their money out of certain products to buy crypto, and somebody behind the scenes who doesn't have a license is pushing that product. I call them a kryptonite. Don't let them in your house. They're going to rob your jewelry. But a kryptonite is a dangerous person, because although they may believe that it's going to go through the moon, it's important to have the foresight to know that, listen, things change. Economies go up and down, and no one should ever put all their money in one basket unless they know wholeheartedly what the risks are. Unfortunately, if you think of the word sales, you're thinking sticky car salesman. You're thinking cold call. You're thinking someone calling from another country trying to pitch something to you. And I understand that. But if you really kind of understand transformational vocabulary and words that have energy to it, and you're a business owner, it's important that not only you understand sales, but understand how it can impact your world and you get out of the bubble that you're in. You may have a little circular environment that you're working with right now, and it could have worked for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But at the end of the day, if you're not innovating, if you're not taking that next step forward, if you're not really sitting down and understanding that sales and marketing, by the way, sales and marketing is the key. I was with somebody last night who was trying to sell me on giving them all of my clients so they could sell their product. And like they were just going to pat me on the back because they were doing me a favor. As a matter of fact, they actually took credit for one of my relationships. I thought it was interesting. I began to understand that, wow, this person who I liked is deleted, diluted, and distorted. And his partner had no clue, was running looking for a sunset. And I took the meeting out of love because we both share a common coach. Now, this person I like a lot, in case you're watching. And I think that when I speak to him privately, I'll be able to show him all the things that he could work on. But at the end of the day, he was trying to sell me. He was missing the influence side. He didn't understand. He understood the marketing side, but his partner didn't. And at the end of the day, when you're in any kind of sales meeting or any kind of business development meeting, you and your partner need to be aligned first. Make sure you're on the same page. But more importantly, once you get a person that you feel is let's call it a golden goose, and let's make no mistake about it, you knew I was it, that window, privilege window, I think you have to understand how to attack it, even if the bravado is a little bit too much and it's a little bit some steam that was coming out, some high heat. But at the end of the day, it's important to know that if you have integrity and if you honor the person that you're trying to form a relationship with and not try and compete with, you'll be amazed at how quick the partnership can come. And that's called business development, innovation, sales, and marketing. So we just talked about the importance of sales. Every day, you're either selling somebody something or they're selling you, whether you like it or not, whether you're in a commission job, a salary job, a relationship, it doesn't matter. It's either be sold or sell. That's it, period, end of story. Now, if you graduate, it's not sticky once you accept it. If you graduate that to influence with integrity, now all of a sudden your marketing, your sales as a business owner, your business development, because your reputation is the key. So you want to make sure whatever you promise that the action's even louder. That's one of the things that we always want to staple out when it comes to Epic. If you could hit all these targets and understand the importance of this, your business will grow exponentially. If you like what you hear, hit that like button and subscribe. And if there's somebody you want to talk to with Epic, go ahead and click that link below. They will take you through the success process, answer any question you have. Thank you for checking us out. And go ahead and click that link below if you want to talk to one of the members here at Epic. They'll take you through the success process, no obligation, of course. And please continue to like and subscribe. We're dropping nuggets on a daily basis.